Stunning action choreography, eye-catching animation, mind-blowing special moves, anime fights of 2025 have it all. From the stylish devil hunter Dante beating up demons to Shinra burning the house down using his powers, get ready as we count down the best anime fights of 2025 so far. Richter vs. Drolta, Castlevania Nocturne. There are few anime with fight scenes as visually impressive as Castlevania Nocturne. That's especially true when Richter faces the Demon Queen Drolta, and each frame of the fight is absolute eye candy. In classic Belmont fashion, Richter taps into his ancestral powers and finishes off Drolta in a fiery display. Team Lazarus infiltrate a party, Lazarus. A new lead on Saving the World has Team Lazarus infiltrate a high society exclusive party. It's going according to plan, but then the scumbags at the party bring out Chris's wild side and it turns into total chaos. The action choreography of this scene is as if it were plucked out of a James Bond or Mission Impossible movie. No punch thrown feels wasted, and the result is a treat to look at. And just when you think it's about to end with the villains escaping, Axel jumps off the helipad, risking his life and pulling off the impossible.
Holy crap! This guy's been watching too many action movies!
Shinra and Joker vs. Captain Burns, Fire Force. When Fire Force Company 8 Captain Obi is taken hostage, Shinra and Joker confront Burns to get him back. Burns is the strongest Fire Force Company captain in history, so Shinra and Joker are being manhandled, and on top of that, the longer the fight rages on, the stronger Burns gets. The situation is dire. Joker has pretty much left it all to Shinra, and Shinra is having a mid-fight crisis. But then Shinra has a moment of realization. You know, the power of friendship and all that? The hothead finally toughens up. And Shinra's flames change color in response to his newfound fighting spirit. The final stretch of the fight is total eye candy, and the way it ends is incredible. Xiaoshu vs. the Mob, the Super Cube, Chao Ning Li Fang, Chao Fan Pian. Xiaoshu is out to save the weak, and one of his vigilante acts lands him in the crosshairs of the mob. They are hot on his tail, but having been blessed with overpowered abilities, Xiaoshu makes a mockery of his pursuers. The overpowered animation perfectly complements the butt-kicking Xiaoshu unfolds, and the fight starts to end as quickly as it began. Super Cube is one of the most underrated fight anime of 2025, and just this scene speaks volumes as to why. Dante and Lady vs. White Rabbit, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry has to be the best action anime of 2025. Its fight scenes were out of this world, especially the final fight between Dante, Lady, and White Rabbit. A mutated rabbit attacks Dante and Lady, and things quickly go south. White Rabbit wants to merge the demon and the human world together. Dante's standing in his way, but seeing how the fight is going, that won't be a problem for much longer. Despite the power boost caused by Enzo's death, Dante still isn't able to overpower Rabbit. All hope seems lost, but then Lady provides Dante with one final shot at winning. Sakamoto vs. Kashima, Sakamoto Days.
The next station is Sakamoto. The doors on the left side will open.
Having long retired, Hitman Taro Sakamoto is now out of shape, but when he gets caught up with an evil corporation, all his deadly fighting skills return.
A handful of trash won't do you any good against this!
Take this epic fight scene for instance. Modified Super Soldier Kashima is tasked with killing Sakamoto, but the assassin quickly learns the fat old man is far from an ordinary store clerk.
I don't want you near my family.
Reinhardt vs. Regulus, Re:Zero.
This can't be!
Re:Zero had one of the best fight scenes of 2025 with Regulus. First, Subaru uses his unseen hands ability to remove Regulus's grasp on Amelia's heart, and afterward, Amelia lets it rip. Regulus is bruised up after what Amelia does to him, but to add insult to injury, Reinhardt appears out of nowhere and does the unthinkable. Jinwoo vs. Barca, solo leveling. In the newest season of Solo Leveling, there's an all-out war between Sung Jinwoo's Shadow Army and the Ice Elves. It's a fast-paced massacre, and while amazing, you quickly forget it as soon as the fight between Jinwoo and Barca begins. Just like last year, Solo Leveling again knocked the battles out of the park in 2025, and the final flashy moments of this fight scream just that. Bell vs. Otar, Danmachi. In a war game between the strongest families, Bell Cranial and his teammates have to fight an overpowered warrior called Otar. They are badly getting wrecked, but with the help of their patron, they start putting up a fight. Nearing defeat, Bell's friends give him one final boost, and overcharged Bell then runs straight at Otar, unleashing a fury of attacks. Super Saiyan 4 Goku vs. Goma. The new Demon King Goma has turned Goku into a child, but unfortunately for him, Goku's still a menace and won't accept defeat. Goku pushes past his limits, transforms into Super Saiyan 4, and unloads one of the most satisfying whoopings of all time. There's a 10-minute long epic fight sequence where they go back and forth. Then, in typical Dragon Ball fashion, Goku ends things with a bang using his signature special move. Garfield vs. Kurgan, Re:Zero. Up next is another brawl from Re:Zero featuring Garfield and Kurgan. The 8-armed warrior Kurgan is leagues above him, but since giving up isn't an option, Garfield pushes past his limit. Badly wounded, Garfield takes a moment to recuperate. With the townsfolk and his siblings by his side, Garfield gets a second win and goes all out in what is one of the most intense action sequences this year. Sung Jinwoo vs. Kargalgan, solo leveling. Hands down, the best fight of 2025 so far is solo leveling. With the dungeon boss Kargalgan proving to be too difficult, the party is getting wrecked, but that's when Jinwoo steps in and saves the day.
So let me ask you this. Do I have your permission to kill every beast in here?
After summoning an army of his own, Jinwoo wastes no time going after the dungeon boss. Jinwoo expertly dodges all of Kargalgan's attacks, but just when he's almost won, Kargalgan gets serious. And just when you think Jinwoo couldn't get any cooler, he does this to Kargalgan's corpse.
Arise.